Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Friday, December the 1st. I forgot where I was. First day of December, and what a day. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Barry Anderson, the moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. And just one second, I have to cough. Sorry about that. I mean, my glasses fell off. Okay. Here is the address to get into our trading room. It is a free room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to come into our room. And I open the room typically around 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic at 9:05. Usually go to 3:30. On Fridays, I go to 3 o'clock. This is a subscription link. So, well, really, you know what? Only one stock to really talk about today, this XPS. Sorry, PXS. Now, first of all, giant kudos to Boiler in our room. He's been around for so long, one of the original guys in our trading room. He mentioned this, I think, right around, it might have been right around here, just on the 3 break. And unfortunately for me, I was trying to get into another trade at the time, and by the time I saw it, it had already done that. And I'm thinking, like most people, well, it's got to be over. The play is over. And let me just put this in again. I want to see what the float is here. Yeah, so there's 1.26 million shares in the float. So if you're not familiar with that concept, the lower that number, the better it is if once people for whatever reason decide they want to get into a stock. You know, a float is just supply and demand. Low supply, which is 1.26 million, is very, very low supply. Anything under 20 is, for in my opinion, low. And if there's high demand, this is what can happen. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, 251. I mean, actually, $2 all the way up to over $9. So, where did I get into this? Now, this was the problem I had. I had decided that, okay, for me personally, that I was looking at this over $6, see if the bid was holding 6. Now, I didn't really announce this in the room. I said emphatically, you have to be on your own in something like this. This is pure chase right now. For me, I wanted to take some just, to maybe partake in the craziness. But I was always worried that if I start to say, okay, guys, I'm in at 620, no matter what I say in the room, and we have over 500 people in the room to start the day, there could be a lot of people just saying, oh, well, he's in it, so I'm going to take it. What I would be constantly worried about is something like this happening and people just getting trapped and nailed. Now, I can handle it. I mean, I'd be very, I keep an eye on it and all. So that is why I didn't really announce it. I just said I was very interested in it. Now, I did get in at 620. And of course, I sold some all the way up. And now look what it's doing. It's really giving it up. But that could have happened right there. And a lot of people can't handle that. This was not like a great pattern for me to trade from. I just decided I wanted to take some. So anyway, that was absolutely, and I got to thank Boiler again for initially alerting the room to this. Now, Holly had another good day. Let's see. Originally, she had this one, NEWR 5668 right there. Look what it did. All the way up here, 5826. Now, that's not the one I picked. Now, by the way, these candles here, I mean, there was a massive rumor out there. I mean, Flynn is testifying. I guess he's going to testify, and he's going to testify that he lied to the FBI. But the big rumor was that, he's going to say that, and Trump told him to contact the Russians. That was the big rumor out there. And man, did it ever affect the SPY. I mean, look what happened. And we haven't seen a move like that in the SPY in a long time. Now, perhaps saner. I have no idea. We have no idea if that's what's going to happen or not. But there is the recovery of sorts. But this is what happened. So if you were in anything long, that was going to be a disaster for most stocks that were long. So that's what happened with the, what was I looking at? The NEWR. It was cruising along beautifully, and then it gave it up. But that was just a fantastic alert from Holly, 5668 on the and 5827. So, we're talking over $2, almost $2 there. I actually took Matador. You know, I waited because oil was really whipping higher. This one didn't, you know, it wasn't really moving that much, but it was a Holly alert. So I got into this trade at 50, what was I in at? 50, sorry, 29.55. 29.55, a little bit over the alert. It was popping up. And as I said, now this is just before all this stuff happened with the SPY. Holly got out of the trade right here on a time stop. Like every one of the strategies has a hold period, and at that point it had a hold period. And I was saying to people, you know, you don't have to get out just because Holly got out. I mean, it's still looking good. Then of course, right after that, the market took that mini crash. So I escaped it. I did not take a big loss on it. I basically escaped just underneath where I bought it. VRS. This has worked out very nicely for me. This was a swing trade from yesterday. My average was about 11.22. Got all the way up to 11.89. I took some out at 11.82. I was able to withstand that pullback when the market was going down. Now I have to make a decision. You know, I mean, I think if it held up in this area, we'll certainly hold the portion I have left. If it went all the way back down to 11.22, I'm sure I'll get out of the balance, and then just keep looking at it, seeing if it has any follow through going forward next week. I did take a couple of the other Holly trades. BIP still in this one. This one did not move that much. This was the alert, 43.12. Did get a high of 43.43. I actually thought I was out of this trade. Bad on my part. I actually had put a sell order in to get out, but I guess it didn't take, and I wasn't concentrating enough. Anyway, that's, you know, lucky for me. It's come all the way back. I'm in at 43.10. That's a Holly alert. And the other one, oh, not that one, NS, I think. Yeah. So I was really intrigued about this one. Here's the Holly alert at 29.70. Did not take it there, but watched it just over the whole number at 30. Now remember, the market is tanking at this time. This was holding its own, so this got me really, really interested. Now it hasn't really moved that much, but I am in the trade at I think it's 20. I think it's at 30.20. You know, I have sold some, but I'm holding on to I'm trying to hold on to the rest to see what happens. Yeah, I'm just watching. If it gets back down below 30.20, probably get out. Has not moved that much, but energy certainly was flying this morning. Just take a look at you know, here's the pre-market, and it was just flying. You know, a little bit of a pullback, starting to fly again, and then boom, there's all that Trump news. Anyway, what an end to the week. It's always exciting in the room. Always same. Now, I'm not saying we're going to have PXSs every single day, but man, oh man, is it ever exciting. You know, this little momentum under 10 seems it certainly catches those low float situations that can really, really move. So, you know, if you want it, just fire me an email at info@trade-ideas.com. All right, everybody. So that is a wrap up for this week. Let me just get my capture program up here. So again, if you any questions for me, just use that email. The trading room is free. All we ask is for your email, and then we send you one back. You create a password, and that's it, one time. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to come into our trading room. We have a lot of great traders in our room, so I would encourage you to join the room. And this is a subscription link. And again, I'll open the room Monday morning at 9 o'clock. That's when I'll start to share my screen and get live at about 9:05. So everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the trading room Monday morning. Bye-bye.